Alrighty, so we're gonna do a little story. I have to get an ID for Illinois because I lived in Iowa for the last 2 years, so I had an Iowa ID. Anyway, I go to the DMV. It's super early, and then they're like, "Oh, you need your birth certificate." I'm like, "What?" But my information is literally on the ID. Like, why can't you just look at my birth thing, whatever, there? And they're like, "Well, we can't." I'm like, "Well, whatever, fine." And so I go, turn around, go home, pick up my birth certificate, which took me about 10 minutes to find because I have not finished unpacking my room entirely. And so I found it. I knew exactly where it was. Luckily, I was like searching in my brain, where did I pack it? Picked it up, brought it back, and then I sat there, and they're trying to like get me to do that real ID thing. I'm like, I just need an ID for like literally one week, and then I'm coming back and I will get my real ID then. Well, then they're like, "Okay, we're gonna send you to this line." So they send me to a few different lines, and so that takes pretty much all my afternoon. And then I get to this final lady, and they're like, "Okay, like, are you sure you don't want to do the real ID?" I'm like, "No, it's gonna cost more, and I don't have the correct documents for it," because I didn't know a real ID was a thing. I thought, driver's license and state IDs were real IDs, not these new things where they have that stupid yellow star in the corner. Anyway, I explained that to her. She's like, "Okay, I understand." I'm like, "You're gonna send me to a different line, aren't you?" And she's like, "No, you're gonna stay here." I'm like, "Thank God." 3 separate occasions. No, 4. She asked me, "Are you a veteran?" No. No, can I just, I kept telling her that. And finally, like, after the 4th time I looked at her, I'm like, "Lady, I've never served in the Army, the U.S. Navy, the Air Force, none of that. I didn't do it. I cannot do it. I have disabilities. Like, that didn't happen." She's like, "Okay." I didn't, yell at her or anything. I was just like calmly telling her, "No, this is why I can't serve in the Army. I wanted to, but I can't." She's like, "Okay, I understand." And then finally, we're get done. That's it. That's the end of that. And then I pay, I leave, I go to where I need to go. I go to my new job where I'm supposed to like pick up some paperwork and then take it to a fingerprinting place. And I'm sitting there like, "Oh God, this is gonna take forever." I was in and out. But during that time, she and I were talking, and she's kind of flirting with me, and I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna roll with this." And then I was telling her, like, I spent all day at the DMV because, they take forever. She's like, "Which one you go to?" I told her which one. She's like, "Oh, you should have went to the one on Diversey. You would have been in and out." I was like, "I wish I would have known that sooner, because then I could have had a nap in at some point." And then I told her that the lady kept asking me if I was if I was a veteran or anything, and she looked at me, she's like, "Why?" I was like, "I don't know," but I kept telling her no. And she's like, "It's probably because of your haircut." And then I went and I touched my head, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I don't really have hair anymore, do I?" I'm used to it, but then sometimes I have the urge to put my hair in a ponytail, and I'll do the gesture like I'm going to, and then I remember I don't have hair. But I'm just like, that's a good point. I was like, maybe I should just grow my hair out. She's like, "No, don't do that. You look so cute." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." So that made me feel a little better, on top of being like super angry, hungry, and tired. So I was hangry. I needed a nap. I still need a nap, but I have to go to my job because I gave them my week's notice, and I needed to, I still need to go. I told them I was gonna be running a little late. But that was my morning, so this is gonna be one hell of a week. I'm like super tired right now. I don't sleep at night, so I'm hoping the job I'm taking, I get third shift and I get sleep during the day. I don't like being out when the sun's out. And it's not because I'm a vampire or anything. It's for the simple fact that when my phone, because I don't hear very well. And so when my phone goes off, it's hard for me to tell when it goes off. But if it's completely pitch black in my room, it makes it easier for me to pay attention to, that my phone's going off, because I see the light going off. And during the day, I'm constantly checking my phone because I'm paranoid that I'm gonna miss a call from someone, or, something's important and I'm gonna miss it. But at night, it's a lot easier because I lay in the dark, and then I'll see the light go off, and then I'm up, or my alarm will go off, and I'll wake up. And it's backwards for me. Like, I should be asleep right now, or barely getting up. And yeah. But yeah, when I was in line to get my ID, the lady's like, "You're 5'3" and 113 pounds," and I looked at her and I'm like, "Bitch, I wish." I was like, "No, I'm 5'2", I'm pretty short, and I weigh almost 170 pounds. So no, I'm not 113. Do I look 113? I don't look like I'm heavy. I know that, but I'm actually a lot heavier than I look. And people don't believe that until they literally try to pick me up. And I don't understand what's the fascination with people trying to pick me up after me telling them I don't weigh what they think I weigh. Like, I don't get it. I'm not gonna argue with it. I'm just gonna roll with it. Anyway, I am going to go to work. I'm gonna pick up an energy drink because I'm gonna definitely need it. And then watch, by the time I get home tonight, I'm not gonna be tired. Always happens. Every time. Anyway, thanks for listening to my rant. I'll see you guys later.